Women are obsolete. Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. Female robots are already being heralded as the end of women. The female robots that this channel has been covering are the Cadillacs of female robots. Actual robots. Cooks, cleans, says nice things, can carry a child to birth, and can practice with you making a child. And these female robots come in 10 out of 10 in looks. So where most women are 5s, 4s, and 3s, these robots are all 10s. But what else makes women obsolete? Not just technology, because while all men may own a female robot, because who can pass up cooking and cleaning for you, not all men will hop into bed with a robot. Even though at some point you won't even be able to tell a female robot from an actual female. It's the principle of it. But they still won't marry a woman, or even date one. Women have turned men and women upside down. They insult mothers. They encourage putting out with marriage. They insult stay-at-home moms. They insult housewives. They insult masculinity. They criminalize men's reputations across the board. Women are literally now afraid of men because women get on TV daily and cry about some criminal and says he's a man, not a criminal. They encourage women to put out. Women have so insulted men that now even the nice guys have picked up and disappeared. Where before it was just men's rights guys and MGTOW guys, now there's a growth for every set of guys across the board, and they're all against women. Women made their bed and now they must lie in it. There's racial male groups, there are nice guy groups, there are rich guy groups, and the only guys left out are the poor criminal guys. That's what women have left to choose from. What's really crazy is men are getting richer by the second. The coming of the internet and small smartphones have made a much wider group of men richer than ever before in history. And what I mean by that is that it's spread out. Where before you had like 50,000 men who had $1 million, now it's like 20 million guys have $1 million. The ironies is these are the very guys that women fight tooth and nail to get. But the toxic femininity is so widespread now that the women stay away or make the men run away. The government has noticed the absence of men, but they're so happy about being able to tax all the women that they didn't pay attention at all. During the dot-com bubble, the news talked about how investors lost their money. What they didn't talk about was all the teenagers that became millionaires. Men who went into their McMansions and disappeared. What's funny is the government opened up many new tax brackets because of women. It's so bad that if women started getting married and staying at home and not being taxed, the government might try and make marriage illegal. And that's a funny thought. It might sort of shed some light onto why all of these political talk shows talk about how marriage is terrible, how women and men being together is terrible, how men trying to date women is terrible. It might just be a conspiracy to make marriage distasteful. Unfortunately, women won't wake up before the full crash of their value. The last female CEO will cling to her wallet as they drag her money away to pay for all the poor women on the government ticket. On a final note, if you're the father of a daughter, do not, I repeat, do not pay for her college or master's degree. The rate of women quitting before the age of 30 is nearly 100%. Only very rare women stay working, single, and without kids. So do you want your girl to be working, single, and without kids? And has she agreed to this? Have you all discussed this? And if you don't have such a girl, and if you don't even want such a daughter, then I suggest that you do not pay for her college at all. I'm talking, look over the course of the wealth of your family. This is what I'm talking about here. Taking a chunk of that wealth and handing it over to an overpriced college, which is exactly what people have actually concluded after looking at what they get, how many people get jobs, and who goes where and what. College is now overpriced to begin with. For a female that 10 years later will no longer work is a waste of the family's wealth. You can keep that wealth, maybe invest it or do so whatever, and then she's going to inherit that wealth anyway. This isn't the Middle Ages. Women actually inherit now, right? If she wants to go to college, research scholarships and grants. I talked about this in another video. There's tons of them for women. For women. For women. And you, sir, ma'am, mom, dad, will not have to foot the bill. And no, you're not begging. The grants are out there. The scholarships are out there. Go do your research. I'm all about keeping the family together, and that includes the wealth. Nobody's going to get out of here, take it with them. They're not. And you got to be rich to really raise a family anyway. Thank you all for watching. Blah, blah, blah. Like the video, share it. Leave a comment. In fact, leave 5 comments. Even if they're just numbers. Just leave 5 comments. Come on.